It's not vodka. Whatever you guys think. Told you like 50 times it's tea. Not going to show you the inside of the cup. You just have to trust me. It may be 80 proof, but that doesn't mean that it's not tea. It's really good though. Do I need to say more? Don't make me read the ingredients again. Crack cocaine. It rained for a week and it's still dry. It's spring, so tree pollen. Which means if you have seasonal allergies, nature is going to punch you in the face every time you try to leave your house or open a window or take a walk. So, yeah, there's always that to look forward to. All right, so what we're going to do is take a second look at some of these destinies. And we're going to take the mantle that is the aura, stand and be judged. We know now it has a like a DC on it. I don't think I need that one. Okay, that looks pretty decent. But I mean, I guess I can respec some of the others. I'm not going to though. Just going to do this one. So we're skipping some of it, but I'm going to test the other mantle, and then we're going to see if that turn for the epic moment works without taking this blessed water thing here. You may need to take that in order to make it work, but we're going to try it. And then we didn't try this last time, so we'll try this now. Okay, that's the new destiny, Wrathful form. Here's our chain cure, and then this is the epic moment. Guard up, we'll just put there for now. Alright, it looks fun. So, the difference is now this mantle basically surrounds us by an aura. So it should be similar to the Warlock aura. We're gonna test it. On an extreme challenge on R1.
At the end of the passage ahead, you can see a fortress floating in the silvery mists of the astral plane. The slot's defensive shield collapses as it comes into contact with a living being.
Alright, I'm not really doing anything. I'm trying to see if I see a fire proc. I have not seen a fire proc, so maybe I need to actually... Alright, in order to actually proc the mantle, you need to do an attack. And then what happens is you get that fire around you. That fall, you can see it around my feet, and it becomes kind of like a temporary aura. That's pretty cool. More damage, right? We like that. So you could technically, if you were on a character that had to deal with a lot of
the lever
like
activates,
intimidating,
and one of the signal crystals by
where
the
you
barrier
are
flares
surrounded
alight.
by mobs a lot, that makes a lot of sense. So it's exactly kind of what I said, that it's like a tanky
With both
aura,
levers pulled, the
but you
fortress's
certainly
barrier
could also
collapses in
use it
upon
as a
itself,
warlock,
revealing the passage beyond.
or maybe somebody else who has, you know, you want to be situated where you're doing some sort of aura damage. Like, I couldn't imagine a ranged DPS doing that. But for an aura warlock, actually, this probably makes a lot of sense, just because it looks like it's exactly the same size as my aura already, and it just basically adds fire and light to my warlock aura. And you can see it procced my light, so I got a big light hit. It's proccing fire. And it also procced on a heal.
A wave of energy washes from the small tower as the barrier blocking the entrance
here's a heal.
is disrupted.
It didn't proc it just then, but let's see if we can proc it on a heal. There's a renewal. There's another heal. Okay, so it did not proc it on that heal. So I'm not quite sure. See what we'll see what it says. Positive healing spells heal for an extra. It says a cooldown of 5 seconds. Fire, light, alignment, positive spells cause you to be surrounded. So this is positive. This should trigger it, but for some reason it's not. Maybe they don't have the cure wounds from this tree triggering it. Let's try the chain cure. That didn't proc it either. Maybe you have to be in combat, though. We'll see. What I'm going to do is, as soon as I pop all of these, I'm going to turn... That chest just ran away from me. My turn undead. There it is. I have 49 charges of turn undead. That's so stupid. Alright, there we go. Here's my epic moment, and now I'm turning. So I wasn't able to banish. Oh, I got one of them. So it looks like you really want to take this ability right here in the middle, Bless Water, to just help you do that turn undead mechanic. Alright, so I'm in combat and it just did trigger that. See if I can keep that fire up on me. My epic strike. Yeah, I mean, the damage is really good, so this is definitely, like, a pretty solid way to, you know, increase your aura as Warlock. But we don't have, like, a damage force ability anyway. So having multiple damage types, like adding fire. So basically this would allow me to do sonic, fire, and light. But the fire damage is not that much. It's like 500. 500, 600. There was a proc of the Mantle on my actual light damage. That was a lot. That's a 10,000 hit. That's a lot. But the actual fire damage is not that much. But I'm wondering if that's just because I just don't have any fire gear on. But all things being equal, it's, you know, feels... On a Warlock that's already doing an aura, I certainly could see this as like a viable option for a Mantle. Especially if you wanted to assume the role of a healer in the group that you're in. Like, let's say you're doing DPS, but you want to be off heals. You could do like the Chain Cure, which is really solid. Or if you're just going to focus on, you know, if you're like a Fiend, I think this would work really well for like a Fiend because you're already doing fire. You already have fire boosted damage. I can't cast the Chain Cure on myself. There's no way to test it. I could pull out a Hireling and like cast it. So let's do that. We'll pull out Darling. Alright, so Darling is out. And basically she's my target now. And there's the Chain Cure. And I just cured her for like 5,000. We'll hit her again. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big heal. I'm gonna hit her again. 1,800. There it is again. 1,700. So that's the Chain Cure. So, I mean, it's decent, but Renewal is actually a bigger heal than it. But here it is again. That crit for 5,000, so that's really good. And the cooldown on it is 9 seconds. So it's every 9 seconds, and then this mass cure moderate looks like it's also up every 9 seconds. So you could basically, you have a nice sort of rotation for heals. So, I mean, I think this tree still works for a healer. I probably wouldn't take the aura if I were actually on like a dedicated healer, just because it would grab me aggro and I would want aggro, but okay, we're gonna heal. Yeah, 1800 on that heal. My cure medium wounds hit for like a couple thousand. My epic strike is hitting really well, but I'm light. Like, I have a lot of light boosts, and this is a light epic strike, so not surprised that it's hitting really hard. If you haven't fought this Mimic before, it does a lot of burst damage, so you have to be careful when you're fighting it. And just hit you like 3 times in a row. But that's interesting. This is definitely
to the floor.
an interesting effect that they put on this mantle. Gonna see if we can turn some slots. So I'm thinking if you're going to use the turn feature to turn monsters, you want to kind of optimize. Even though I'm all charisma, I don't have any like churning gear on. So you'd want to also like focus that. But we're gonna try on these slots here. Yeah, so here's the epic moment. Right there. Now, there's the turn undead. We're just gonna spam it, see if we can get any of them to leave, but without dying ourselves. But yeah, so it seems like you have to take that blessed water in order for it to really work well. I don't think I was able to get any of them to actually be turned. We can see the fire damage from the mantle. Oh, I'm gonna die. Well, not a bad place to end the test. Yeah, so I'm not spec'd at all to deal with like turn undead. And I'm turning undead as a paladin, which is a little bit weaker. And I don't think I turned any of those slots with the epic moment. So if you're going to use it, you need to grab this blessed water. And also probably this one here. Endless turning. Maybe even this one. This is also lowers their defenses when you hit them with the turn, and it stacks 5 times. So probably want to optimize all of your turns with gear as well. Still talking to this Steps Obelisk person. I haven't yet triggered the secret. But I don't remember to do it every day. So